The other thing that would have given you a clue that he was off is, do you see how the hawk is slanted? Yeah. So that should have given you a cue right then and there that something was off. He wasn't set quite right. Okay?
Okay.
You do have him pulled forward. And when you pull forward, if his rear is set underneath him too far, it should straighten up some. But he had to have really been bent here at an angle here for it to straighten up enough for you to be having him pull forward like he is.
Yeah, right there on the foot.
It's right in the center. It should, the back of the front foot, this front leg, and it's partly because of the way you have him pulled forward. And I want you to see this and learn this because you need to know how to set him up. So when you're in front, you're having him pull slightly forward, but he's not leaning forward, because once you lean them forward, now you've thrown everything out of alignment. Okay. This is your center of line across the top, and I wanted you to see this because this is pretty good. There's a little gap here, but this is pretty good. Going from and he's slightly turned, but going from where his neck comes into his back and going straight back, it should be pretty much a center line. Remember, on Italian Greyhound, you are going to have a slight dip. He does have a slight dip. Right. Would you want to know why?
Relax the back.
Because you don't have this rear set correctly. Do you see how far back the rear should be set? And where this actually set? So when I'm talking to you about you have your dogs too square, this is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
This is the fact, and that causes this roach in the back. You need to set them a little bit further, the rear back a little bit further, but not stretch them way out. This is not a German Shepherd. But you do need to set them back. Their rear should be set back slightly. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And then this dog, again, is leaning way forward, which is why you have this going on and you don't have that beautiful arch of neck. Right. But this is what you have to teach all those boys to do. Now, do you see the top line right here, though? Look at what the rear looks like. That's why. If you had this rear back feather, this would not be, you wouldn't have as much of a drop here. Okay?
That looks good.
That's not bad. I'll take it. Okay? That's not bad. I still would bring him slightly back, but that's not bad. And what's going to happen, though, is there is a slight angle here. If you had brought back a tad bit more, everything would have been in alignment and that hawk would have been straight.
Right.
The front looks pretty good. Okay, I can take this front. So if I drew a line straight down to the front, it would go to the back of the foot. That was good. And this is your point of sternum. Okay? Whereas you were trying to put it down here on this dog on the picture you sent me. Okay.
Yeah.
This when you put the rear, you did really good on setting the rear back, but now you've got it a little too far back. And again, this is when we're getting into those minute details. So you see how the foot's turned? If that foot was straight, although it should be right there, it's actually not. Okay? So watch what happens. I'm going to leave that there. But see what happened when you set the other foot? It moved here. So now do you see where your foot's at? It's barely touching. But you've actually got your toes turned on both these legs. Okay? Now his back is straighter. Remember the other dogs, how I was saying, you've got to go slightly further back. This is what I'm talking about. Then you get your straighter top line. And again, it's not... Okay. See if you had come slightly up. So where your hand is, look how you split your hands again. So you've got to watch splitting your hands. And I know you're trying to get him to look towards a judge, but you need to cue him on that and take the other hand out of the picture before you cue him. All right? And then cue him to look at this hand because he kind of lost which way to look. But I would actually have this dog look a little more upright. And so you bring this head up and do more like jet setter.
Okay.
So you have a better arch. Okay. I think this dog is built nicely.
Yeah, straight.
So bring the head up a little bit more. That's better. Now set your legs, because look at your front. Good. Good. Nope, too far. Too far. I can tell you that's too far. Good. Better. And just that tiny bit makes all the difference, Dana. Okay?
Good boy.
I know he's starting to fight.
Good boy.
Good, much better. So when you go back and review this, I want you to look at where your dog is at. Right now, that's very pretty. Now you need to bring his head up. Have him lean forward. There you go. And I would do, his rear should have been, you were right, his rear should have been slightly back, because I still have an angle back there. Okay? The top line looks great. You're getting beautiful arch of neck. Don't have him lean too far forward. Okay?
Straight. Head straight. Good boy. Good boy.
Good. Try again. Good. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's beautiful. Okay, so Dana, take this and remember this. And remember how he looks. Because this, until you dropped your hand down just a bit, he looked really beautiful. So he had nice arching neck. Better.
Good boy, Red.
Better.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yay, cowboy. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. I'm picking my battles right now with my 10 minutes.
All right. Not a problem. So when you look at him, I want you to compare him to Big Red and to Jet Set.
Okay.
And it may just be the way he's looking in what I'm seeing, but he doesn't have that as pretty a neck as the other two boys do.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay. Better. You'll get practice, but at one point he actually had it, so he looked a little better. You want to learn to teach him to bait. Well, there you go. So when you watch the video, watch where I said, there you go on that, and you'll see the neck. So watch that.
That's great.
Okay?
There you go. Good boy.
Okay, you're going to have to totally reset him. And when you review this video, I want you to see what I was seeing. Because it was like he's really hunched up, front feet weren't right, rear feet weren't set right. He really looked hunched back. Okay? Pull him forward. Better. Now bring the head up. All right. So when you look at him on the video, I want you to see where you still have him too cobby. Okay?
Okay.
Which is causing, you still got the roach in the back. You've got his rear tucked under him a little bit too far. Okay? And it's a tad bit, but it's a little too far. Okay? But I love his arch of neck.
Okay, good.
It's accentuated with the black and the white.